Okay, well, we're not in California anymore.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. That's right, with the Hive.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ride with the Hive. I'm Sergeant Silva. For those that don't know, I help make Ride with the Hive. I've had the opportunity of riding with a lot of troopers across our state. Today we're going to do a little bit different of an episode. We're going to do a reactionary video. So I have Colonel Holley here. I'm going to show him some of our top popular clips that we've had during our series and have him react to it. And some of these, you're going to want to stick around all the way to the end. Some of them we've had a lot of people saying that they were staged or faked. But I'm going to let Colonel Holley introduce himself.
All right, thanks, Luis. Happy to be here. As Sergeant Silva said, I'm the newest colonel of the Hive Patrol. I've been with the department for 25 years. In that time, I've kind of seen and done any variety of things from the department, from work in the field to investigations, some of our specialties, as well as some time up at the state capitol, which was a very unique experience in the fact that the capitol really is kind of its own isolated city with a dispatch center, dispatchers, troopers. They've got explosive detection canines and bikes and anything and everything up there. So yeah, it's been an amazing career full of lots of really cool opportunities and memories.
Yeah, a lot of people think of UHP and they think of us on the side of the freeway and don't realize that we have troopers at the capitol, we have the Aero Bureau, and so much more. But the great thing about Ride with the Hives, we get to show all that to the public.
Absolutely.
But with that, we'll get started. I'll show you to the first clip, and then we'll kind of read you some questions and some comments at the end that some of our followers have submitted.
Sounds great. Excited.
So this driver is driving in the far left lane where he's not allowed to be. A lot of times it's hard for him to see our lights, especially if they're not looking in their side view mirror and they just keep on going. But I had to get out of my lane a little bit so I could get over into his field of view and so he could see that we were behind him. I'm sure he just couldn't see us, but he does now.
The trooper makes a good point that a lot of the commercial vehicles, they get in the left lane and it's hard for them to see us, whether we're trying to pull them over in this circumstance or, something's gonna be terribly frustrating as a state trooper. Like, I'm trying to get somewhere, someone needs help, and you get people in the left lane, not able to see us or not paying attention, either of which makes it frustrating that, we're trying to get somewhere quick and, they're kind of blocking the path for us. Yeah. It's important, one, be aware of your surroundings and be checking those mirrors, but two, obviously the commercial vehicle shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Yeah, it definitely delays our response. And this video may have not shown it super well, but I did see a few comments of people saying our trooper's following too close to the dump truck, so the driver doesn't know that the trooper's behind him. But that's not the case. This Trooper Driscoll was actually halfway out of his lane. He could clearly see the side view mirror of the semi-driver, so he should have been able to see us too. He made that intentive decision to make sure that driver could see him, and he just had that delayed reaction. So whether he was distracted or just not paying attention, but that was solely on the driver not moving over.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where, like I said, you got to check your mirrors periodically, right? Trooper Driscoll's half in the emergency lane, hoping that his lights get his attention, and still didn't see him for an extended period of time.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep going.
Now. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing? Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, the reason I've got you stopped is you can't be in that far left lane. If you're on a roadway anywhere in Utah that has 3 lanes or more, any vehicle that's rated over 18,000 pounds cannot be in that far left lane. I was behind you for like a mile. Everybody else was getting out of that lane, but you just stayed there the whole time. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought this road, though, was exceptional because it splits to the Salt Lake.
Now, if you were closer to that area, I get that. You've got to be over there to take your exit, but you're still 4 miles away from there. So that's...
I didn't know that was a law unless signs were posted on that.
Oh, yeah. The signs aren't posted everywhere. Yeah. It's just a state law.
I know the law, usually it's because it's posted.
Yeah.
Like I-15, I know we're not supposed to be in the to that.
Yeah. So in Utah, anywhere that there's 3 or more general purpose lanes, you can't be there unless you're like trying to exit. If there's an emergency, you're getting over for, there's construction or something like that that forces you over there. But in that situation where you were at, you just can't be in that lane, okay? Have you just got your driver's license with you real quick? Let's go up at least to the off-ramp right here. And we'll try to see if there's a wide spot there, and then you'll just be able to get right back on and get to where you're going to. And I'll just follow you up there, but let's see if we can get on that off-ramp somewhere. Yeah. Okay, I'll follow you up there. Thank you.
Probably 2 things I'd make comment on is one, good job by Trooper Driscoll in explaining just that. Is if there's 3 lanes, it's pretty commonplace that commercial vehicles can't be in the far left lane. If there's only two lanes, then they're welcome in any lane they want. And also the fact that he's going to move this traffic stop off the interstate. He's going to do an inspection, so it's a little more lengthy process. Side of the road's a dangerous place to be, and anytime we can move off to an exit, it's safer for all parties involved.
Yeah, and I think his goal when he actually turned on his lights, he anticipated that the exit was right there, and he was hoping that the driver would just take it. And he just stopped just shy of the off-ramp. So it's good for people to know that it's okay to take that off-ramp, right?
Absolutely, and I think most troopers kind of anticipate that. Is I won't turn my lights on until I know there's a safe spot coming up. So yeah, if you're the one being pulled over, we absolutely we have some patience. We're not going to follow you forever. It's important that we know that we're back there. But
yeah, within reason, right? We're not going to follow them home, right?
Reasonable. Next exit, looking for a wide spot. It's important. You want to communicate that with your blinker that you know that we're there. But yeah, we'd rather keep everyone safe where we interact with the public in whatever capacity.
Exactly. All right, well, that's just of that clip. I'm going to read you a couple comments and questions that people have submitted in the comments. So the first question is, so what if you're in that passing lane and you're driving the speed limit? Do you still have to move over for someone speeding and trying to pass you?
So this is one of those everyone likes to discuss, right? It's you got passionate arguments on both sides of, if I'm going the speed limit in what's considered the fast lane or the passing lane, why should I have to move for someone that wants to speed? And you are required to. If there's people behind you, there's a law that you need to yield to them and let them pass you. I would argue that it's not right that they're speeding, but hopefully there's a trooper down the road that they'll get their just desserts if you don't like the fact that they're speeding past you. Then hopefully there's one of us that's going to correct that behavior down the road. But equally, if you're backing traffic up, it's why it's law is just that it creates kind of the bottleneck behind whoever that person is doing 70 in the passing lane, and now you get people cutting other people off to zigzag around the interstate, which we want to avoid.
Right. Yeah. So we're trying to solve one issue, and it's just better just to remove yourself from that situation altogether, right? If I know we try to enforce that move over law a lot too, but there's obviously some challenges, right? Just us and our natural patrol car, people commonly move over for us without us needing to do anything, right? So it's harder for us to catch those violations when we're around because everyone's driving well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You see a marked cruiser down the road, you're going to behave and not want to speed or zigzag and cut people off. So it is one of those more difficult ones that troopers can identify and enforce because typically people are behaving themselves when we're around.
Yeah, absolutely. I've definitely had those struggles trying to enforce that law because I know people want us to enforce it, and I do my best. I know a lot of our other troopers do as well, but it's just harder for us to catch, right? Just as anything else. Let's see. Next question. So does the passing lane law apply to both commercial vehicles and privately owned vehicles?
Yes, as far as the need to move if vehicles are behind them.
Okay, perfect. And then what about if you're in the HOV lane? Do you have to move over for a car?
HOV lane's a little different in the fact that it's a special function lane. It's not general purpose. So no, you don't necessarily have to yield. You're not required to yield if there's people behind you. Is it the worst idea when you get the dashed lines to move out of their way and let them pass? No, not necessarily. Like I said, patience and things go a long way in avoiding road rage and some of the other issues we have. But no, you're not required to. Hopefully, if they want to pass you, when they get the break in the double white lines, they can pass you in the passing lane and continue down in the passing lane or move back into the HOV lane.
Right, yeah, but we don't want people crossing over the HOV lane just because someone's trying to pass them, right? It's also, like you said, better to remove yourself from that situation, not make it worse. If you have that control to do so, why not move out of their way if they're really going to be that big of a nuisance, right? Don't let that one driver bother you. Don't let that one driver aggravate you. Like the other 99% of drivers you won't notice because they're doing just fine. Just don't let that one driver bother you.
Yep, it's how often is it one person, creates issues and it dominoes where, we're all trying to get wherever we're headed.
Yeah.
Like I said, patience serves its purpose in anything we do on the roadways.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's move on to the next one.
All right, so I just saw this juvenile male, looks maybe to be about 8 years old. I've seen him walking around today multiple times, and I'm just going to check on him to make sure that he's okay. He's just walking along the side of the road in the weeds here. I haven't seen a parent with him or anything like that. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Are you okay? What's going on, buddy? I've seen you walking around, and I just want to make sure you're okay. What's going on, buddy?
I was at football tryouts and my mom forgot to pick me up.
Oh, okay. Do you live close around here? Okay. Where did you just live over here in Stansbury?
I live in the old mill.
Okay. Okay. Do you know how to get home from here? Because I can take you home. You do? Okay. Alrighty, sweetie. Yeah, we'll make sure you get home safe, okay? Alright, you're not in trouble or anything like that. I just came out here to check on you, okay? Do you think your mom's home right now? You haven't seen her? Okay. Well, we'll drive you home and we'll make sure that you get in contact with your mom before we leave you, okay? Okay, we're gonna make sure we get everything worked out for you. All right, does this look like the right way to get home? Okay, just wanna make sure I'm taking you to the right spot. All right, let's ring the doorbell, see if we can find your mom. If she is out looking for you, she's probably wondering where you are, because
Football tryouts with the trooper next to you cause mom some panic.
Right, exactly. Opening the door and just seeing a trooper there, like, oh no, what happened?
Yeah, but it also, even just this part of it highlights, the variety of things any trooper can experience any given day. So twofold, I guess. One, awesome job for the trooper paying attention to his surroundings. Like, hey, this seems off.
Yeah.
It's the same kid. Let's stop and check on him. May not even be his responsibility, his jurisdiction, but he sees a need and wants to check and make sure everything's okay. And yes, the awesome variety of any given day, a trooper can be experiencing any variety of things that may come our direction.
Yeah.
It's good job on the trooper.
Definitely great.
drove you home. So we'll figure something out here. Is your door open already? No, okay. Do you know your mom's phone number? Yeah. Okay, let's try and give her a call. All right, what's her phone number? All right, let's give her a call real quick.
Hello?
Hi, is this...
Yes.
Hey, this is... Yes, this is Trooper Wright with the Highway Patrol. He's okay. I just wanted to call you.
To get him. What's he do? Where's it?
So he had started walking home. So he was walking on the side of SR 138.
Okay.
And so I just picked him up and I brought him home.
Okay, I'm on my way there. I've been at the park searching all over for him.
Oh, you're good. You're good. No worries. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure that everything got figured out.
Yeah, well, I'm on my way home now because his phone's in my car. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just go check home again. But
Okay, no, you're good. You're good.
oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye. Well, hopefully, it sounds like your mom was looking for you. So what's your favorite part about school, if you have one? Besides lunch, what's your favorite part?
Recess.
Recess? Okay, besides recess, do you like any subjects or?
I used to like math. But
Yeah?
now it might be like language arts.
Oh, yeah? So, yeah.
I think we can all relate with
What's your
used to
mom?
like math.
Yeah, especially with the new math.
Yeah, new math is no fun. And awesome, yeah, kids is amazing. Language arts, I wouldn't have ever said I like language arts, probably still.
Yeah, definitely a unique topic, but maybe it's just the first thing that came to his head because he was definitely nervous, but Wright made a good conversation with him. And obviously the video didn't show it, but he was talking with the kid for a good 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Making good conversation. Those are just little snippets of what they actually talked about.
Yeah, it's a scary thing for, the kid that, mom forgot me at soccer practice, even though she turns out she didn't.
Yeah.
And now I got a trooper give me a ride home and the awkwardness and probably a little scary for him.
Yeah. And I mean, that was basically the end of the clip. I mean, mom comes home and she just checks on the kid, says thank you. I mean, she was super appreciative. Not at all neglectful. It was just miscommunication of practice ending early, the kid not having a phone, not knowing what time it is, and kind of just getting scared and walking home. I'm going to read you some of the questions from the comments. So the first question is, so talking about jurisdiction. So they're asking of why is there a trooper handling this? Shouldn't this be a city agency or a county deputy maybe taking care of this kid? Why are we having a trooper do this? Shouldn't he be back on the freeway?
Sure, and I guess great question is in Utah, the police academy, they certify all law enforcement throughout the state. So if you're certified as a peace officer in whatever city, you have peace officer police powers anywhere in the state. So yes, we all have jurisdictions, and this would have fallen within the city or the county that it happened in, and that would be their primary. Had someone called in this youngster on the side of the road, it would have been a deputy or a city officer that responded. But we also pride ourselves that troopers should be engaged anywhere that they're patrolling. They've got statewide jurisdiction, and we expect them to be a peace officer anywhere in the state. If there's a need, we expect the troopers to fill the need.
All right, so actually this next clip before I started, this is actually one that we had some comments of people saying that we staged, of like, who has a camera crew following them? People who clearly don't know what Ride with the Hive is or have never seen Ride with the Hive. So keeping that in mind, we'll dive into this one.
We just got dispatched to a motorist assist. There's a vehicle northbound I-15 that possibly has a flat tire. So we're gonna go check it out, see if we can help them out or just make sure that they're in a safe area. Weber 57423. Yeah, I noticed that, right?
Trip night probably right now is still 45 minutes out, and I called 911 because I have been watching. Sorry, I'm just
No, you're good.
I've just been watching these cars, and I keep getting hit.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'll ask you. Do you have a spare?
I do.
Okay. Would you like me to change your tire?
Yeah, that would.
I've got all the stuff to do it, and you guys can stay in the car. If you just pop your trunk, if that's where it's at, we can check it out, and then we can get you guys on your way if you want. Get your tire changed and hopefully get you back on your road, okay? Okay, I'll see what I can do, okay?
That's awesome. We need to sign her up for NASCAR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, make quick work of it as opposed to waiting for 40, 45 minutes for AAA to show up.
Yeah. Ironically, one of the top comments is commenting that she should go work for NASCAR because she made quick work of it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then it's actually one of the more common calls we have is helping motorists on the side of the road that are broken down, and it can be a scary situation to be in where you're on the side of the road and cars are zipping past you on each side, and especially with this, both sides of her, you got cars. They
right between an on-ramp and the main flow, so she's got fast traffic on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, keep going.
Well, it was a process, but we got it done.
Well, that's what my husband said.
Yeah.
He said, maybe you better not cancel AAA. And AAA called me.
Yeah.
And I said, he says, you didn't answer. And I said, well, they said you were an hour away. He was coming from the south.
Oh, got it. Well, I'm glad we were able to call out, so come and help you out. So.
And this is so interesting. And I know this is what they're supposed to do, but I'm watching everybody scoot over.
Yep.
And before you came, they weren't. I had semis.
Yep.
The whole car was doing this.
Well, technically, even with your hazards on, they're supposed to move over with those too. It's a law as well. Yep.
Wow. Well,
so,
sure did.
well, you'd be surprised. People don't even move over for us sometimes either. So, but okay. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, we'll let you get back on your way. Okay. You bet.
Have a good day.
Yes. You as well. Stay safe.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, great job by Trooper Durant. It's as the citizen that was broke down there mentioned, it can be scary on the side of the road especially if people aren't moving over for you. And she highlighted the fact that once the trooper was there, people started moving over and created some space, which we greatly appreciate. Any opportunity you have to move over, one, is the law, and two, you're also helping to keep everyone safe.
Yeah, it's actually some of the common questions of people asking of like, are they required to move over for even a passenger vehicle, or is it just for emergency vehicles?
Nope, it's actually a newish law that any vehicle with flashing lights, so if you're stranded on the side of the road, turn your flashers on, motorists are supposed to, and now required by law, to move over and create that space. Same slow down, move over they would give to a police officer, fire department, tow trucks, also is expected of anyone with flashing lights on.
Yeah, but going into this, so people were obviously, I wouldn't say a lot of people, right? This was seen by millions of people, and some of the comments were this is staged, of like, we actually don't really do this. And then questions about like, does the trooper provide the Milwaukee kit, or is that something the department provides?
Oh, and that's a fair question. It's one that's not staged. We absolutely, we'll help any motorist on the side of the road. If you're stranded, you're welcome to call us, and we'll send a trooper out if they're available, and we'll help any way we can. And we absolutely issue Milwaukee tools out to the troopers. We talk about how dangerous it is on the side of the road. Anything we can do to help expedite, changing a flat tire, it's money well spent on the department's part to get the motors' tires changed or whatever the need may be, and get them on their way.
Yeah, as fast as possible. The less time on the side of the freeway, the better for the motorists and for our troopers, right? We can free them up, and they can respond to the next call as well.
Absolutely. Money well spent.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, on to this next one. This is actually more of a recent episode. This is another one that has been seen by millions of people. And again, we got a couple people saying, oh, this is staged. And we'll go into the details of why they think it was staged, but let's get into this one.
Richfield 555 1060. Hello. Oh, is your cat gonna jump out?
Definitely don't want a cat out.
What's that?
Right on the side of the freeway.
I'm gonna come around and talk to you so the cat doesn't jump out and I can actually hear you.
What do you need?
Hey, I'm Trooper Bradford with Highway Patrol.
Yeah.
The reason I pulled you over is on this last bend right there. You crossed that white fog line.
I crossed a what?
This fog line, this white strip on the side of the road.
Okay, hang on. So what does that have to do with?
It's your lane travel. You didn't maintain your single lane right there.
Okay.
Do you have your driver's license with you today?
And so what happened to the car that was in front of me that was going way faster than me?
I didn't see that car.
Oh, I know you.
And we get that a lot, right? Is how come you didn't stop anyone other than me? Which I always told people, like, well, if you're not the one breaking the law, you don't have to worry about it. It's there's always a faster car, but all we can see is what's in front of us, and that's who we're going to end up stopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I don't want you to be stopping me. Stop anyone other than me.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Of rain travel.
Do you have your registration and insurance? Do you know who your insurance is through? Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you with the traffic going by.
What?
I couldn't hear you with the traffic going by. Do you know who your insurance is through? Okay. So I believe the sticker on your plate was 26, but this paper is out of 25.
No, I live in Arizona. Can I get out of the car so I can look at this?
Sure. Push that shut for you, okay? Okay, we stopped this vehicle for lane travel, failed to maintain her single lane, crossed over the fog line on the right shoulder. In one of the corners, she claims that I only stopped her because it looks like a police vehicle. I'm guessing it's a retired car that she bought at an auction. Says that she's moving. Car's clear full of moving materials and supplies. I'm just trying to figure out if she has valid insurance or not.
There you go.
You got it found?
You said, yeah. I didn't want to wave her.
Okay. So I'm still having a hard time pulling this up on the computer. Would you just come back with me while I verify that?
I don't.
I'm just asking if you would. Just so you can come verify this information with me.
That is verification right there. It's
Okay.
not expired or anything.
Okay, let's see.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to make sure all your information is intact and where it should be, okay? What's that?
Explain why he needs it out of the car.
I know. You won't do that.
Be a dick either, but that's not acceptable.
And they're filming. What did I do?
Okay, here's your license.
Bye.
First off, it's just a warning, it's not a ticket, but I am going to explain a couple of things here. Here's all of your vehicle documents that you gave me. That's just the warning. And like I said, it's for failure to operate in a single lane. The reason we stopped for that is looking for impaired drivers. So, you understand?
If you told me that at the beginning, I would have done a breathalyzer and handled this.
Well, you didn't seem like you were up for conversation in the beginning.
I don't know if you're even real. What are you doing with the camera? I mean, it's kind of scary.
Have you ever heard of Ride with the Hive?
No, I called
So
911
that's what it
on
is.
you. I
Did you?
I didn't know you were real, and I go, there's cameras, they're laughing, and they're doing something. It's like, it's not cool.
Okay, well,
Scared the out of me.
I'm real as can be.
I don't have any guns. I have nothing to protect myself, and oh God, that dude.
She just seems very, very unhappy to be having stopped by Trooper Bradford.
Yeah, yeah. And then she's saying that she's upset that she's being recorded. All our troopers are always recorded, right? With the dash cam and body cam.
Yep.
So
yeah, everything's always recorded. Obviously, a little different recording in this situation, but equally, yeah. I'm not sure I understand her fears and concerns of him not being real. He's in a marked cruiser and full uniform, but
right.
To each their own. If there are concerns, we I guess would, if you need and feel you need to call 911 to clarify and make sure that we are who we are, then
right. And that's exactly where this heads is. She actually felt so concerned that she called 911, and we actually put the 911 call in here to which kind of just we'll watch it in a second, but she kind of just proves that she didn't know or doesn't think that he's a trooper, but then identifies, gives the plate, badge number, agency that he works with. I'm like, all right, and then you just validated yourself that he is.
Yeah. Clearly, he is a trooper.
Yeah.
In everyone's mind, I think she just was unhappy with being stopped today.
Yeah. Well, let's get to that part.
That's really what you were worried about, not thinking that I was real.
I just called 911.
What did they tell you? Just out of curiosity.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I am on South 89, right out of this little town, and I just got pulled over by the cops and wants to get out of the car. They got a big, huge camera that's filming me. I don't feel safe. He says I lane traveled, so they needed to pull me over.
Okay, do you have
I'm right out of half.
have like a badge number, or is it highway patrol or county deputies?
It's a state highway, I think, but they got a camera that the kid's getting out there all smiling and and he's like, can I get out of the car? And I'm like, why do I have to get out of the car? Well, because I need to verify your identification and stuff by my car. I said, no, I don't need I don't need to get out of my car.
And you're
you got everything. You got my insurance.
Okay, ma'am. What's your name?
With a camera.
What color of police vehicle is it?
It's a white one.
Is it a car or an SUV?
It's I don't know anymore. I think it's an SUV. It's a UHP 555. Car was speeding ahead of me. Didn't pull him over, and I was doing 64, and then he pulled me over because he said, "Oh, I lane traveled over into the white line one."
Okay. What would you like?
But I'm being filmed. I don't understand why I'm being filmed, and I got to get out of my car when he has all my information. I'm kind of a little worried about it.
Okay, would
are they
you
real?
like me to
Are these people real?
Well, would you like me to send somebody out to assist you? One
Yeah,
of our county deputies, or?
Yeah, I'm to the point of I don't even know if these people are even real. We don't do that.
10-4. No, so that's the reason why we stopped for those types of things. The reason I asked you to come back was to confirm your information because it wasn't pulling up on the computer. So I don't know what's wrong if the states aren't talking back and forth with Washington in your driver's license. So I was just trying to confirm that information with you.
It's good.
Do you have any other issues about this?
No, no, my heart is beating a mile a minute.
Okay.
No.
Well, you're just fine. That's why I stopped you.
God.
And for future sake, I wasn't ordering you out of the car. I was just asking you to come back and confirm information with me. That was the conversation I was trying to have with you.
Whoa.
Just take a deep breath. It's okay.
Well, I can't even drive yet. No, I was scared because I've actually had this happen to me in Billings, Montana, where I got off the exit and that guy parked behind me and he was in front of me and he took me out of the car with my son in the car and I was out there for like half an hour and then he comes back and it's like, it was weird.
Okay.
And I was out in the middle of...
He left you in the car like that? Or was he in the car with you?
My son?
No, the other officer that pulled you out.
No, he took me out in front of my car. And then he had me do a breathalyzer. He didn't do the whole thing. It's like the same scenario. I had a dog and stuff. It was just like...
All right, yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Gives her a warning, gets her on her way. But a little bit of the backstory to this that we didn't get in the episode. It wasn't quite recording at that moment. But in the town she had just come through, we were traveling behind her for a moment, and she quickly darted into a nearby gas station. And like we both looked at each other like that was abnormal. Like it was a quick turn into the gas station just off the side. We're like, okay, whatever. And he kept going. A few minutes later down the road, he just pulls over right at the edge of town. He just stops. And then, like, seconds later, this car comes passing by. So same car. We're like, okay, that was not enough time to go in. There was not enough time to get gas. Like, it was just odd. So then he started watching this car a little more closely, and we noticed that they drifted, and it could be a concern of distracted driver or DUI, right? So he's going to do his due diligence, pulls her over. It's like, this is all very abnormal. And even the way she pulled over, you notice she like darted off the side of the road. So there's a lot of just abnormalities to it.
Which is, what we ask of the troopers to do is pay attention to the little nuances and what stands out as, possibly suspicious. And it's at least explore it, right?
Yeah.
It's, this turned out to be, nothing. I'm not sure why she was driving or acting that way, but, that's what we want our law enforcement of the state to do is investigate those suspicious circumstances and make sure that, if they are impaired, we take them off the road. If they're not, we'll send them on their way with a warning.
Yeah, paying attention to those little details that add up. Like one thing on its own wasn't that big of a deal, but altogether it's like, then it becomes kind of more suspicious.
Definitely.
All right, so questions from the comments. Oh, so the first question is, so is this trooper new? Like, why is he asking someone to come back to verify information?
Oh, gotcha. Well, and it's not maybe a common practice that most people that get stopped are going to have, officer ask them to come back. But, in this circumstance, he's looking to validate additional information. And if she's back in his passenger seat as he's running information in the computer, it just expedite the process, right? Is instead of me going back and forth, asking clarifying questions, a trooper can just, hey, you're here next to me. I can ask you some questions, see what I can find, and get to the bottom of what he's searching for that much quicker.
Yeah, try to help the traffic stop go along faster, right? And he wasn't ordering her out, but she just took it to a whole nother level of like, why do I have to get out of my car? Like, no, it's just trying to make this faster. You have an out-of-state plate, out-of-state license, and sometimes the systems are just a little bit finicky talking to other states.
Sure.
But yeah, so good question. He's not new. He's experienced. He knows what he's doing. Next question. Oh, so again, this is another one that people thought was staged, and they were asking, is it staged because it's an unmarked car? Did we stage this?
No, this one wasn't staged. I don't know if we would have been creative enough to stage something like this, from the cat to the thinking that he's impersonating an officer. If we staged it, we were very, very creative in coming up with this scenario.
All the details. Yes, exactly. And yeah, I don't know why people think we would stage it. Our accounts aren't monetized. We're all just doing it just to educate the public, recruiting efforts, a little bit of everything. But there's no reason for us to boost our views in any way, right? Like
No. It makes for good entertainment, because this one specifically, I don't know that I could have thought of a more interesting traffic stop. And I've had some interesting traffic stops in my career.
Yeah, and the unique thing is that's what Ride with the Hive is. It's just one episode is just one day. We're not stacking a whole bunch of days into one episode to make it spicy or boring. Like, it's just what the episode is how that trooper's day went. And this is just one example of one trooper, what they dealt with, and it's kind of unfortunately more common than what people might think.
Yeah. It's really what I've always loved about the job is the variety of, you're one trooper, helping out a youngster that just had football tryouts to, dealing with a very unique individual on a traffic stop and managing your way through, turned out all to be good, and he just gave her a warning. But the variety that, we get experience in just a day is terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, those are the top clips that I wanted to show you. All combined, well into the millions of views. So we're getting good reach, informing the public on these different laws, and actually being able to show what our troopers do. Like every day that I feel so lucky that I get to be part of making these episodes and riding with such incredible troopers. We are so lucky to have so many amazing people.
Absolutely. We've got the best troopers out there, hopefully doing every day what we expect them to do and helping the motoring public get where they want to go safely.
Alrighty, Colonel. I think that's the last clip I wanted to show you. Any final words?
Mostly just appreciate you and the Ride with Hive. It's been terrific for the department, and all the fans of Ride with the Hive. I don't know that I go very many places that people don't know about it and are following it and asking for more episodes. And we appreciate the support. I read through the comments here and there, and a lot of people really there and love our state troopers. As do I. So we appreciate all the support given to the state troopers, and thank you for that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Colonel.
Thank you.